Today it's Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. The S63 B44 from the BMW. What I'm doing today, I have cleaned the pistons, not for final, it's just to be able to get some measurements, get the weight, to be nice and beautiful, you know, to see everything, the ringland here. Alright, that's why it doesn't matter now if I have the gloves or not, because I have to wash again. Not with all gonna pass through the petrol and blowing with air at the end. Now, once again, these piston rings it's a carbon free, it has a good tension. I already checked it, and it's visible the numbers, and you don't see on the ringland here where it's step so much wear. Okay, this for the number one cylinder, this is the piston for the number one cylinder, and so on. Okay, all in a row. Then for these connectors, for the aftermarket connecting rods, I get some measurements just to be safe. Okay, and I checked also, I get the OEM connector bearings, I put on this, I torque it down, and I check also to see how it is. It's exactly the same, this connecting rod from dimensions, the small end, the big end, the thickness here down, you know, from this side to the other side, it's exactly the same like the OEM. Now, regarding the weight, small end and big end, I'm at 0.3 grams plus minus, so I don't have to write anything down. Amazing, lovely. And on the average, on the total weight, it's almost 0.4 grams plus minus. That means you don't even have to do anything. All right. The ARP bolts are L19. Okay, fair enough. And then the paper sheet what comes with the connecting rods. All right. The assembly lubricant, I'm gonna give this back to the customer. I'm using from the ARP, this one, lovely. And when you go down here to the L19, what you see on the L19, not recommended to torque it down, it's recommended to stretch it, like what I'm saying here now, lovely. So 0.0065 of an inch to 0.00 to 7,000 of an inch maximum. That's the stretched, how much need to be stretched. In this case, to make a test, I put it here on this vise, I torque it down, put it also over there. Everybody happy, I'm happy. There is nothing wrong with the connecting rods, it's beautiful. Nothing wrong with the bearing cells for the connecting rods, at least this what I open. I guess that it's Malle Motorsports, it's supposed to be all the same. Alright, I will gonna have a look on it. I'm gonna check the thickness, just in case. Do I forget something here? It's a follow-up video, update video, how to call it now this. I haven't checked yet the main bearings. I will gonna do it. I have it there. Not now. Not now. Let me finish with the piston connectors because it's in order and I want to keep it in order. Then another thing. The connecting rods, they start the number from the 41 and it goes up to 48. And I think that I have here the 48. Yes, I have here the 48. Amazing finishing here. Very nice machining. Alright. What I'm gonna do, I will gonna make it number 1 to number 1 cylinder, the 41 to the number 1 cylinder, 48 to the number 8 cylinder. Don't have to write anything on the pistons anywhere. Since the connecting rods, they're exactly the same, they're looking good, they are looking beautiful. The height of the connecting rod between the big end and the small end, everything is perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Now, if you see on this box here, I have written the number 8. Why? What I did? I put the old connecting rods in the box, and here there are the stock connecting rods. And when I'm saying number 7, this is the connecting rod that I took it from the number 7 cylinder. Here's the number 6, and then it's supposed to be the number 5. Yep. So it's remaining to close this box, the number 8 that I have over there. And here are the rest 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then. I haven't gapped the piston rings, the end gap of the piston rings. I have to check again the piston rings and I have to clean it again just to make sure to clean, to pass through the petrol and blow with air or with a brake cleaner, whatever. Alright, I need to double check the end gap of the piston ring, mostly on the top one, not on the second one. The second one is supposed to be much bigger, like the 156 or the 157, the stock one I'm talking about. I'm gonna have a look on that when I finish with the block, because I haven't finished the block yet. Do I forget something? The stretch gates no need anymore, the torque wrench no need anymore. Yep. The stock connector, I'm gonna put the bolts, and as it is, what I was checking here, I was checking about the gap here. There is one here, and there is a double from here. Why? Because this is pointing front, this arrow. So I don't want to end up putting it other way around, because it's like this. 2 and 1. So I'm gonna place it on the same position as this from the factory to don't have any headache. I don't think so it matters, because it's the connector bearings are the same up and down. It's not like the OEM, but I think even the OEM looks the same. I have to check the part number, but it doesn't matter since you have these bearings. That's my point. They don't have an upper and lower. Then, do I forget something? I have to take out the tool from there to put it back in place, and I have later on to fix a bracket for that one. Don't be like this, because this is not steady now anymore. I'm just putting it here, and then I'm checking that's what I'm doing actually. This is what I'm doing. I'm bringing it here. Now with one hand, it's not the ideal. All right, so you have it there. You zero it out, and then you spin it all around after you torque it down. You can do that with or without the connector bearings. Which one I have here? The 47. Let's put it back. Let's put it back. Happy because I don't have to F my life. I haven't get, you know what weight I haven't get. There is pins that I'm not gonna have. I'm gonna have 0.1 gram plus minus. It's, yeah. That's a good one. No headache with that. Then you see what I almost forget it. Crankshaft. I received it back from the machine shop. They already resurfaced it. They already make one light polishing. Dang it. All right. So I don't have a live end, and I put it on the choke direct here. Okay, so do not expect to be 100%. Here it's okay because it has a bearing inside, but again, steps here. Before I had one conical that you put there, the choke is steady, and then you just spin the crank, or you can put a V and spin it. Now in this case, what's gonna happen? You see my 0 point here, it's 100 millimeter. I'm not touching it because it's it's not playing. I already tied it. It's finished. It's okay. This one. Now, if I move the crankshaft, I'm gonna have 100 millimeter. All right. I'm gonna try to do it without making side forces. So we have here. You see, I'm spinning it. Wow. This run out, what you see here, that run out that you see, it's 1,000 millimeter, 2,000 millimeter probably. This is not because of the crank. This is because I'm going to show you this. If I move the crank, you see that I can move it. You see the needle that's playing. So it's not the ideal how I put it here. To get one measurement to see that everything is fine, because I get the measurement here where I'm pointing. Left, right, and left, right. And here, I haven't get the measurement still here, but it's supposed to be beautiful. They polish also here where it steps the crankshaft here, see, to be nice. It's full of oil from the machine shop. All right, the crankshaft, it doesn't have a run out, for me at least, and I was not expecting to see a run out. This is what you see, the polishing mark on the crankshaft main bearings. It's not because of a run out of the crankshaft. Okay, these are forces as it spins, and it has to do with the balancing, has to do with if you have pre-ignition detonations, has to do with different things. And if you get a measurement from the stock connecting rods to see how much the average, you know, on the aftermarket you have 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 grams now on. Before it was worse. But if you check from the cast stock these connecting rods, then you're gonna get your answer. All right, because it's not, you're gonna find even 5-6 grams difference. And then, yeah, never mind. I have repeated that again. It's not the first time. This one, no need. This I'm going to give it back to the customer. Keep it over there. Keep it over there. The same thing I'm gonna do when I finish. Actually, I don't even have to. I already know that this is the L19. I have used much more L19 than 2000. I already know the number. Yeah, and most probably don't make it dirty, don't make it full of oil. I'm gonna put again inside. Anything more? Nothing more, nothing less. I might not upload this video. Why? I'm gonna wash also the block. I'm gonna bring you to show you the block because I'm gonna inspect the block to be nice. Make the end gap for the piston rings. Makes sense. And then we're gonna prepare piece connectors with the piston rings, with the wrist pin, everything together with the connector bearings. I have the crankshaft and I can continue with the clearance of the main bearings. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I might finish the short block today, maybe. Yeah, all right. Good luck on that. We're gonna see where we're gonna end up. Another thing to don't forget it. Okay, I said something about the connector that there is a single notch here and double notch here. Okay, and when you get this and you put it inside, you see that this is pointing front. I don't know how we're gonna end up. What we're gonna show in front. It might show in front this, or it might show in front the arrow. I don't care what this is for the brand, you know, it doesn't make any difference. Because it has here the arrow doesn't mean that it has to point front or other way around. Or if it's visible, the 48, that it's good thing to be visible, all right? Because from one side it's supposed to be, as an example, like this, and from the other side, if it is like that, it's gonna be hidden. It's nice to be like this. But I'm not going according to the numbers or to the letters. I'm going according to the connector bearings. Makes sense, I think. All right. So, well, as an example, this one, if you put here the two notches from the left, the single notch from the right, and you see here the same thing, it's better to put it like that, since this is how it is from the factory, don't you think? And you have pointing up and this pointing up. That means this you're gonna see front. Now, if any connector that I doubt, no, it's been printed properly. Just maybe if it is, let us say, the previous series this and this is the next series, it might be other way around, but this doesn't matter. That's my point. The same thing also for the pistons, they have a dot, but if you have an aftermarket piston and it's not showing front and back, you can measure the wrist pin to the skirt, and then you can understand. You can see also the clearance. You see how it is. It has an offset. It's not symmetrical. But even if it's the skirt symmetrical, the wrist pin, you're gonna have some offset. You're not gonna be exactly in the center. I don't think so you're gonna find any piston to be the wrist pin exactly in the center. Just saying. All right. Stop talking. Continue working. Not start working. Continue working. My target for today was to have ready a short block. I wish. I have to finalize the video here, I have to stop the video here, because I have to go outside to work on one car. And it's not gonna happen today. Alright, good thing is that I have finished from the connectors, from the pistons, the number 5 I keep it outside to square the piston rings, because guess what? I haven't checked the end gap of the piston rings. Alright, crankshaft, it's not being washed, I just remove it from the lathe over there and bring it here. Still has oil on it, I need to go to clean it. Yeah. Tomorrow I have to go outside to finish something on an E-class, and then tomorrow I'm gonna continue with that. Over and out.